Acadiana's #1 for New Country, 97.3 The Dog. Randy Hauser, it's how country feels. 6:52. Jude Walker, we have a guest in our nest.
Yes, we do. Good morning, Mr. Greg Ganier. How are you, sir?
Pretty good, my friend.
Oh, good to see you again. Good to see you.
Yes.
Veterans Corner, organization that you head up. And well, first, let's
To start off with is that
Veterans Corner is all about
of the Vietnam era. Veteran advocate. I'm also an American Legion member and the founder of Veterans Corner Incorporated. It's a tax-exempt nonprofit organization here in Acadiana, or Louisiana rather, that started in 2015. And since 2015, I've never asked for one donation because this has been personal for me since I'm a veteran and being involved with veterans. The program I have is that we launched last month was the pilot home program for veterans. And what we're trying to do is that we're trying to raise $255,000 to $300,000. But give a little bit of context to this is that we were invited, at least I was invited, or Veterans Corner was invited to do a community and economic proposal. I was very skeptical that they would ever approve it. Well, they did approve it. That was to build 4,800 homes here in Louisiana. And what happened was they contacted me and said, Greg, this is the first installment on such and such a day. Well, that day came and left, and I asked, what happened? I said, well, Greg, somebody threw a wrench in the works and just killed the whole deal. So in a way, I'm kind of glad because right now with this new program, I'm just trying to build one home for veterans. I start off with that. And the goal is to actually build homes without donations. But I'm sorry to say that I have to start this one home with donations, a couple of them. But once that's up on our feet, then we can do this. With the program, it's designed for a veteran never to lose their home. We will do everything possible to not foreclose on a veteran's home unless he just truly gives up, okay? If for some reason he loses his job, well, we will waive the principal and interest until he gets a job, but then not just getting a job, we're not going to disappear. What happened is that we will work with him. If it takes 3 months, takes 6 months, even take a year. And if we have funds to help him retrain, we will do that. But the goal is to keep him in his home. And if he becomes injured on the job, the same thing applies. We will waive the principal and interest. And if for some reason there's some long-term illness, then we will try to negotiate something different, lower his payment down even further that will fit their budget. But the goal is really to build a home without donations and to keep a veteran in their home. Now, I don't want anybody to lose a home. For me, in 1973, I purchased my first home. And in the 1980s, 1989, I lost my home. I had 10 guys working for me. We were rocking and rolling in the housing industry. I was a subcontractor. But general contractors during that time went belly up during that time and left me to go bankrupt as well. Well, that forced me and my wife into financial ruin. Try to start raising a family with 4 kids with 0 income is kind of tough. Well, I don't want anybody to go through that, especially a veteran.
Absolutely.
You see? So for me, this has been personal. Now, one other thing about the program is that whether you're an individual or an organization, if just as an individual, if you donate $1, you have a right to come into and audit our books to make sure that every bit of the money that comes in for donations, 100% is there to be spent on the home.
I think there's no question about what you guys are doing is all right and transparent. Now let's get to the tax here, the brass tacks. We want to raise some money, and that could be just a few bucks a month to help out this pilot program.
Yeah, believe it or not, we just asking for $5 a month.
Okay.
For 12 months or just a one-time shot of $60.
Okay.
You know, and that way, I want to make this a Louisiana and veterans partnership to make this program work. And we want Louisiana to work with us. But there are 3 words with Veterans Corner that we really value. That's trust, accountability, and transparency. And without those words, the program will not succeed. So because of my own personal experiences, I don't want anyone to go through what I went through. I'm looking for Louisiana to help us to make this thing come true.
Greg, how can we help? What's the best way for us to get in touch with you?
Well, you can go to my website, veteranscorner.vet, not net, but vet, Victor, V-E-T. Or you can call me at 337-315-3259. But on the web, we're only asking for $60. That's it for the home.
Okay.
But if you want to do more, that's up to you. But the thing is, we want Louisiana to join us because without Louisiana, as far as I'm concerned, it's not going to work.
Well, there you go. The gauntlet has been thrown down. It's an opportunity to repay a debt that we're never going to be able to repay to all of our veterans. Here's an opportunity for a small financial stipend a month. You can help a veteran get into a home, and down the road, we'll get more and more veterans into more and more homes. Greg, thank you for stopping in.
Yeah,
Thank
appreciate
you guys very much, my friend.
VeteransCorner.vet, V-E-T, VeteransCorner.vet. Y'all go to that site, and just $5 a month or a $60 donation or more if you want to give out, and we're going to build that first home for that first veteran and keep the ball rolling. All right, back to the music we go here on the Bruce and Jude Morning Show. Here's Eric Church, his latest Hands of Time. And you're listening to 97.3 The Dog.